welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about ways that you can tell if your dog loves you. I did a previous video on ways you can tell if your cat loves you. I'll leave the link here so you can check that out, and I'll also leave the link down below for that video. But today we're talking about our dog. The first way is playing. So if your dog tries to play with you, roughhouse you, wrestle with you, brings you toys and kind of drops toys in your lap, or tries to engage in play in any way that can be fetch or run or chase, anything like that, your dog sees you as someone that is fun and your dog loves to spend time with you. So play with your dog. Make sure that when your dog does do those things that you enjoy your time with your dog. Another way that you can tell if your dog loves you is sleeping. Where does your dog choose to sleep? If your dog wants to sleep near you or around you, your dog is telling you that he feels safe and comfortable with you and that he loves you. If your dog rests his head on your knee or your lap, or paws on your legs when you're sitting on the couch or something, your dog is telling you that he or she loves you. The third way you can tell if your dog loves you is when your dog jumps on you. Even though that's a behavior that we don't really like and we try to teach your dog not to do, it's your dog saying that he's excited to see you and that he loves you. So what you can do for this is, instead of letting your dog do these behaviors, because it can be dangerous if your dog jumps on a young child or someone who is elderly, you can teach your dog different and appropriate ways to show this behavior and show acceptable excitement, because what it really is your dog just saying, hey, I'm excited, you're here, yay, and that means that your dog loves you. So the fourth way that you can tell if your dog loves you is when your dog kind of wags his or her whole body. So we all know that wagging of the tail means that the dog is happy and excited. Sometimes actually wagging of the tail can mean other things, but when your dog actually moves and wiggles and wags his whole body, so his chest and everything's kind of curling. I had a miniature pinscher who used to kind of curl into a C, and that was kind of her way of wagging her whole body. So dogs kind of all do this differently, but if their body's kind of just all wavy and waggy and movey, that's your dog showing you that he or she loves you. Your dog's saying, I'm happy and I want affection, show me affection, I'm here because I love you, I want to spend time with you. I'm content and I'm excited. So finally, the fifth way that you can tell if your dog loves you is if your dog follows you around the house. So as you move from room to room in the house, your dog follows you. Your dog is always kind of at your heels and your feet and just following you around everywhere that you go. That's your dog saying that he or she loves to spend time with you and wants to be doing what you're doing and be with you wherever you are. The sixth way that you can tell if your dog loves you is when your dog makes eye contact with you. So eye contact can actually be an aggressive thing, and dogs usually try to avoid eye contact. If two dogs are looking at each other dead straight in the eye when they have a long, hard stare, that means that they're challenging each other. So if your dog's looking at you in the eye with a long, straight, hard stare, that doesn't mean that your dog loves you. But if your dog looks at you in the eye and looks relaxed and comfortable and happy, the eyes are normal sized and they're showing just a little bit of white, that means that your dog is relaxed and your dog is telling you that he loves you. So also looking, when your dog looks into your eyes, your dog is waiting for directions. So your dog may look at you, look right in your eyes and kind of be like, am I allowed to do this? Can I do this? Can I go here? Can I play now? Can I be let out to the bathroom? So your dog's either asking you something or looking for some sort of direction. But you have to be careful, because if it is that long, hard stare, then your dog could be starting to become aggressive. Another way you can tell if your dog loves you is when your dog reacts happily to the sound of your voice. So when you call your dog and call your dog's name and your dog comes running up to you, bouncing and happy, your dog loves to spend time with you and is telling you that he really loves you. your dog is especially telling this to you when he brings a toy with him when you call his name. So if your dog is presenting you with a toy, as I mentioned in the first way to tell if your dog loves you, when your dog tries to engage in play, your dog is really telling you he loves to spend time with you and he really loves you. And finally, the last way to tell if your dog loves you is when your dog smiles at you. It's kind of strange to think that your dog can be smiling, but a dog smile is when the dog's mouth is open and relaxed. It means that the dog is calm and happy and just really enjoying itself and enjoying its time with you. So to recap it all, the ways that you can tell if your dog loves you: the first way is when your dog plays with you and engages in play. The second way is when your dog tries to sleep around you. The third way is when your dog jumps on you and shows you that he or she is excited. The fourth way is when your dog wiggles and wags his whole body. The fifth way is when your dog follows you around the house or wherever you're going. The sixth way is when your dog is making eye contact with you. The seventh way is when your dog reacts happily to the sound of your voice. And the eighth way is when your dog smiles at you. I have a blog post, I'll leave the link down below, where you can see how you can show your dog that you love your dog back. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and come back again.